Hey everybody, it's Zane Miller, and I was just doing some research because you know how I am. I just got to keep digging and digging and finding more interesting stuff. So here we are. Now, if you've never heard of Cards Against Humanity, I'm basically doing a case study on those guys because what they did was just absolutely brilliant, and they just so happen to be incorporating YouTube and Hangouts and communities. So let's go ahead and jump in. So I started this little research journey based on a video that one of my good friends shared with me on Facebook, and it made me feel a whole lot better because I was in kind of a pissy mood, and that actually drove me to do some research and come to find out that Cards Against Humanity has a Google Plus community that is actually focused on right here. Do you see it? Hangouts Against Humanity. Now look at how cool this is. I've opened up a Hangout right here, and if we go over here, you can see there's an app right here called Hangouts Against Humanity. It says a Google Plus Hangout app for playing the party game Cards Against Humanity. So if you click on it, this is how cool it is, right? You even get to click a button that says I'm a horrible person. How awesome is that? So when you do that, again, for those of you who have never played, if you've ever heard of the game Apples to Apples, very similar, except it just has adult humor in it, right? So one person picks a card, there's an option, and then everybody uses their cards as potential options to finish the sentence, kind of like an ad lib. And it's a really, really funny party game. There's not really like any winners or losers. It's just you go through and everybody just gets a big kick out of this. So this by itself I thought was really cool because the other thing is that if we look over here at this article, we can see on Black Friday, Cards Against Humanity didn't reduce their price. They changed their price from $25 to $30. And you know what? Sales actually went up a little bit more than the rest, but it's because these guys wanted to go against the status quo. I mean, their card game is pretty much very much against the status quo. So they're intentionally trying to push buttons to make people look at their company and their game through a different lens, and it works out phenomenally well, including these new ideas and using these new technologies like Hangouts. That tells you something for innovation, but it doesn't stop there. These guys have been selling this game since 2009, or at least that's how long their website has been around. Here's what blew my mind. They then turned around last month and convinced 100,000 customers of theirs to send $12 to them, and they said they would give them a Christmas present. Now let's think about this for a minute. 100,000 times 12. That's $1.2 million, okay? And like I don't care like how successful you may think that you are, but if you made $1 million in 30 days, that's mind-blowing. I mean, even for these guys, and I mean these guys have millions of customers. So, all right, so let me show you what I'm talking about. Here we are, holidaybullshit.com. I gotta say that I'm actually I have to chuckle a little bit seeing as this video is being made on Christmas Eve. Hey, why not? But it absolutely blew my mind because there's a lot of little news in the tech areas like Wired Magazine where they're actually talking about this, but they're talking more about what they did and less about the fact that they made $1.2 million, and they say it right here. All right. Last month, 100,000 people paid $12 to receive 12 gifts over 12 days, and this is what they sent. Now, they did actually send. If we, as we scroll down, this first one's about. I don't know what the first one's about. They sent coal. They sent these different quirky posters, and if we come down here, there's this game that they basically debuted on this, and these were actually like it says right here, Zach Gage, Doug Wilson, and Cards Against Humanity. All right, so they actually got paid $1 million to debut their new game. All right, it gets even better. All these videos that you see are all basically like comedians on YouTube and comedy troupes and stuff like that. So even if Cards Against Humanity, if they had to pay those guys, think about it like this. Maybe they didn't make $1.2 million, but they did give each of the people and themselves $100,000, right? Just come and show up and do your thing. Do something interesting, right? So everybody did their own unique sort of contributions to this Christmas gift, which to them wasn't very much, but overall actually was something pretty decent. And when you look at it, and of course, how slick is this? They took $1 from this and donated $100,000 to charity. So I mean, by this point, by day 10, man, everybody is all the fans are really excited about this and want to talk about it. But here's what I ended up realizing: this doesn't have to be just Cards Against Humanity. This can be any product, any service, any industry. You're just saying, okay, we're going to get a bunch of people to contribute some content together, and then we're all going to distribute it out for everybody and sell it. I mean, that's exactly what happened. How much you want to bet that they didn't go to these 12 people that contributed and say, you need to mail to your lists too, or you need to send out a message to your YouTube channels, or whatever that may be. And they got a huge amount of traffic, obviously. I mean, to get 100,000 people to pay for something, that means that there's a lot of people that needed to see the advertisement. But they still made it happen, and they made $1 million. That's the part that I can't understand why more people haven't... more news outlets have pointed this out, or maybe it's just obvious, but I want to show you this nifty little case study on Christmas Eve because I thought it was so cool. And if you get a chance and you're a little brave and you're not afraid of being offended, definitely check out Cards Against Humanity, or jump into a hangout against humanity with me and some of my friends. I don't think you'll be disappointed. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.